All right, welcome to Mindset Monday. Sorry, it's so dark where I'm at right now. I'm excited that you decided to spend 30 minutes of your Monday with us this evening so you can set the tone for your week as far as business goes and just hang out with us. We think that we're kind of fun people and we hope that you get something out of this every Monday. So we decided to do this and it's 30 minutes and it's put on by your superstar directors, Shonda Clayton, Kelsey Smith, Carma Woods, and myself. And so I think we've done it for probably a couple months at least. What, 3 or 4 months ish?
Oh, it's been longer.
It's been longer.
Maybe 6 months. Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun. It didn't
Yeah.
feel like we started that long
Started
ago.
in July, I think. Or maybe our first one was like the first Monday in August.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Jeez,
I know it was
okay.
summer.
Wow. All right. So every Monday we do this except for the last Monday of the month. So just know that it's typically around 30 minutes. We try to keep it short and sweet. So that way you can get some best practices or, we don't want to take your whole evening every Monday night, but just so you can get some best practices from us. So I am going to turn it over to someone who is a top superstar director in the company. She earns all the incentive trips. She knows how to explain the incentives really well. So Shonda Clayton is going to go first, and she's going to tell you all about the incentive trip that started February 1st. So you guys are going to want to get on it so you can earn this. Anyone can earn this one. So Shonda, take it away, girl.
Okay. First of all, y'all, this incentive is broken down so super simple. It is on your workstation. You just simply go to the incentive tab, click on there, and there is this handy dandy little tracker. Y'all, it spells it out, tells you exactly what you need to do to earn. So there was a little bit of confusion when it was first released because people were like, okay, what do we have to do? Do we do this one thing and we earn all this? No, this is broken down into 3 separate incentives this time. And if you earn all 3 of those incentives, that's when you get the big prize. But the way Scentsy did it this time is so cool because if something happens and you have a bad month, or you get the COVID and you got to go in the hospital for a little while or something, God forbid happens, and you don't get those points that 1 month, you can still earn things. You're not cut out of the incentive. You still have an opportunity to earn something. So the very first thing that they're doing is this month, this is on recruiting, okay? So the brick by brick incentive, basically what they're trying to do with this incentive is teach us to build our teams. They want us to build our teams bigger because most of you know already, if you build a team, you're going to build your paycheck. Okay. And besides the money that you're going to make, you're going to be helping somebody else change their life through Scentsy. Everybody that's on this call tonight can say something that Scentsy's done for them, right? And so this is an opportunity for you to give that blessing to somebody else by helping them and recruiting them to your team. So this first incentive, the first little mini part of this incentive runs from February the 1st to March the 31st. Okay. So what you're trying to do on this first part of the incentive is recruit one person, get them to certified. Y'all, that is super easy. We can do that. You got 2 months to do that almost. That's super easy, right? All you got to do, get that person on board with you and work with them daily. When they get on board with you, go through the workstation checklist with that person. Make sure they're doing all the steps. Make sure they understand what they're doing. Make sure they understand the difference. And this is a big one, the difference between your PWS, which is your website, and your WS, as we abbreviate it sometimes, which is your workstation. A lot of people don't know the difference in that. I know you probably do, and you're thinking, how can they not know the difference? But just think about it. I mean, it's a bunch of initials when you first get started with Scentsy and you're overwhelmed and you don't know what all these initials stand for. So make sure that they understand the difference in their PWS and their workstation. Okay. And you're going to work with them on that list. Make sure they get through with everything. Help them step by step. The first goal, of course, for them is for them to try to earn the Shooting Star Award, 500 in their first 15 days. If they can do it faster than that, great. As soon as they hit that shooting star date, hopefully you're helping them to book more parties and you're going to get them to certified before you know it. Now, if you do that and you look up and it's March the 1st and you've got somebody recruited and you've already got them certified, don't stop. You don't ever know. I mean, you want your team to continue to grow. So keep going even after you get that one person on and recruited and certified. Now, one of the perks to this first incentive is the incentive itself is February the 1st through March the 31st. But if you recruited somebody January 1st through March 31st, you get to count them too. So how many of y'all got a recruit in January and didn't even know that they were going to count for this incentive? Because I did, and I'm super excited about it and helping her get to certified. So that's simply how this incentive works. That's the first part. Right now, that's all you have to concentrate on. So make sure when you're talking with your team members that they don't get overwhelmed. And, you know, if they're asking, well, what's the next one going to be? We don't know what it's going to be. And that's the beauty of it, is we don't have to know what it's going to be because we're simply recruiting one person and getting them to certified. That's all we got to worry about right now. Now, the next incentive will release probably on March the 31st, and it will run for 2 months as well. We don't know what it is. We don't know what we got to do. But if you're in the habit of trying to recruit, you're going to be ready for that next incentive, whatever it is. So once this one's over, you're going to work on the second one for 2 months. Then there's going to be a third incentive on the next 2 months. So that's 6 months that you're working towards this incentive. If you earn incentive 1, 2, and 3, that's when you're going to earn the big prizes. And you get to choose from custom Scentsy van sneakers. How cool is that? That's definitely what I'm going for. I want the Vans because my Converse are too big. Or you can get a 2-piece set of Scentsy branded luggage. And y'all, I don't know if you've seen that or not, but it's probably the purple luggage again. It's so cute. And everywhere you go for SFR, World Tour, incentive trips, all that, everybody's going to know you're a Scentsy consultant because it's branded right there on your luggage that you're going to take with you. So that's really cool to have. Or you can choose a $200 Scentsy product credit. So you can use that to buy any Scentsy products, or you can use that to buy supplies for your business out of the Scentsy store, whatever you want to do. Super simple. Y'all, this incentive's not hard. It's not hard at all. It's broken down for that reason so that you can focus on those little tidbits as you go. Yeah, oh, I didn't even tell you what you earn if you earn the first incentive. So if you earn this one, the one that runs February the 1st through March the 31st, you're going to get a studio quality microphone and a 10-inch ring light with an adjustable clip that holds your phone. If you are on my team page, you have seen my videos where you can actually see, and I'm not all like blacked out like I am tonight. That's because I have my ring light and it holds my phone up there right in the center of the ring light. So I'm looking at it. I just don't have the microphone. So I want this. That way I can be loud, right? I know, because I whisper and y'all can never hear me when I'm talking, right? So anyway, some of you talk quietly and you need the microphone. I will be nice and leave it turned off. But so that's what you're going to get for that first incentive. And I think Kelsey is going to give y'all some recruiting tips because she is a recruiting boss. So y'all get ready to take some really good notes and she's going to tell you how to get it done.
That was so kind of you. I am a recruiting boss. I'm just going to keep telling myself that every single day. And then maybe it will be true in my own mind.
Positive affirmation.
The one thing that I want to talk about, and then Karma or Jacquelyn might have something to add too, but is, and I notice this happens a lot, is people don't realize that every single party you have, whether it's $200 or $250 or $350, at $200, every single party has a kit. And I make it my mission every single time that I have a party to close that I do something with that kit. So it falls under our host rewards at $200 party, you can add a host exclusive kit to the party. However, you can't be the host of the party. So yes, there are several parties that I have open in a month that are under my name. But when I'm working to give that kit away, and then I have someone who says, yes, I want this kit, which I'll explain how I talk about it in a minute. You can go in and you can make them the host of the party so that they get the kit. So at $200, the kit is $59 if you use no host rewards, but you have to have at least 1 penny available in your host credit to enter the kit. So you have to at least give them a penny of your host credit. But you can use all of your host credit towards it. So it can be as expensive as $39 for the kit or as cheap as free for the kit. You can't publicly say that you have a free kit to give away. Has anybody ever thought about joining Scentsy? If you could do it for $0 out of pocket, would you do it? You can say that. I always have a list of people that I want to join my team. Always, always, always. I don't even care if I've ever even talked to this person about Scentsy before, if they've ever even bought from me before. If I think that they could use Scentsy in their life in some way, they're on that list. I actually have someone on that list right now that doesn't need the money for anything, but I think it could be an amazing tax deduction for them. So that's how my next kit I have will be presented to her. Hey, look, I have this great idea. Her husband's a realtor and she's a stay-at-home mom. And I also think that he could be getting his closing gifts from you. So it's like a win-win here. But never, ever close a party without attempting to give that kit away. And there's been times where I leave parties open for longer than I want because I'm determined that I'm going to give that kit to someone. Now, do I always give it to them for free? I didn't used to. And I want to say about a year ago, before we had Mindset Monday, I had a team Zoom meeting and I had another superstar director come on. And if Shonda wants to talk about a recruiting boss, this girl is insane, like the amount of people she recruits. And so I noticed this. I asked her to come on to our team Zoom, and she flips every single party and gives the kit for free. So once she has her goal for the month, she's then just flipping the PRV and giving all her kits for free. She said, I have so much Scentsy that I've gotten for free with my credits. I don't need anymore. I can bless someone else with that by giving them a free kit. I also, if you look, and I just did this the other day because I was like, oh gosh, should I flip it? I still even like have that, oh, is it worth flipping it kind of thing. Go through and figure out what the percentages that you would be making if you didn't flip it. Was it worth $176 for me to give this person my party the other day? It was, because that's how much I would have made off of it. I'd rather them make $176 off of it and potentially change their lives. So you can do so much with this kit. There's so many people that could be getting this kit and you're wasting it when you don't use it. So that's my recruiting tip, is that when you have these kits, go find the people, share it with the people, tell them how Scentsy's changed your life and help them let Scentsy change their lives. So there's my give the kit away 101.
I love it, Kelsey. And I'll just add too to that a lot of times we talk to 1 or 2 people and then we're like, okay, well, I tried to earn the incentive. And honestly, you have to talk to quite a few people for one to say yes. So I know right now I've got a kit that I'm trying to give away. And so I've already messaged like 3 or 4 people and no takers yet. But hey, shh. But I know, hey, I know I may end up having to message. Shh. What? I know I may end up having to message like 10 people before someone says yes. So am I discouraged? No, because I know it's a numbers thing. I know it's not necessarily me, or I guess it could be, but hopefully it's not. But it's a numbers game with recruiting. And the more you talk to, eventually you're going to get someone that says yes, right? And so I think the biggest thing whenever we're new, or maybe we've been around for a while, I know in my head sometimes I'm like, yeah, I've asked people to join my team. And then in reality, I look back and it's like 3 people in 2 months. Well, that's not going to cut it. If I'm asking 3 whole people in 2 months, my recruiting is going to suck, right? What'd you say?
Another thing too is that one of my most recent recruits is a well, I should say was a super good customer of mine, and she had been for a few years. And I had asked her before to join, and every time it was no. I maybe asked her 2 or 3 times. I shouldn't make it sound like I've asked her like 20 times. And so last week I had a kit, and I'm like, hey, look, I said, you are one of my top 20 customers in 2021. You order so much, like if anything, you should take this free kit just to order from yourself, which is the reason why she took it. But her instant response to me, and like most of the time when I would get a no, it would take like a few hours before maybe she got the courage to tell me no. But instantly she said, heck, why not? Let's do it. And I'm like, okay. And I was nervous as heck to ask her again, because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's going to think I'm just so annoying. Here I am asking her to join my team again. And I did it, and I kicked my fear, and she joined. So keep asking, because no doesn't always mean no. It just means not right now.
I want to give another example of that. I met this girl on, it was one of the groups we were on called Empty Nesters, because, all my kids moved out. Of course, one of them's home now. But anyway, so I met this girl on there, and I've just been kind of following her. And she just has a lot of really good energy, and she's had some bad things happen to her, and she still is just like positive Polly. And she's just like, oh, my house got broken into, but it's going to be fine. I know God's going to take care of me. And like, she's just this really awesome person. And so I sent her a message yesterday, and I said, I just love watching your social media. Your vibe is awesome, and I love how you're embracing life. I want you to know that if you're ever interested in making some extra money and having some fun, I'd love to have your energy on my Scentsy team. Girl, you just seem like so much fun and love living life wide open. And she said, I would absolutely love that. I'm kind of in transition. She was telling me what was going on with her life, but basically that she was interested and she wanted to do it. So, I've asked this girl to join before, but it wasn't the right time for her because she was in the middle of this big move and all that, and life changes. But I just decided I'm going to ask her again, because y'all, just like Kelsey said, no does not mean never. No means right now is not a good time for me to even think about this. I don't want to talk about it right now. That don't mean I don't ever want to talk about it. So please revisit those people that you've asked before, and don't be scared. You never know what they're going to say. I mean, I think that girl shocked Kelsey pretty much when she said, sure, why not? You never know what they're going to say to you. So just give it a chance and ask.
Yeah, and one of my directors, I don't know if she's on, Danielle Nordstadt, she invited me to this awesome training this lady did 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And she talked about recruiting, and she said that when people bring her orders, that she'll say, okay, you ordered $60 worth. Would you like to up the value of what you're getting and just join my team? And I just thought that was really cool verbiage. Would you like to up the value? She said this one girl ordered like a warmer and a couple bars and a counter clean. Well, we all know our starter kits come with warmer, bars. I'm trying to think what the host, I can look it up, what the host flip kit comes with, the host exclusive, but it comes with way more than what she ordered. And so she said for the same price, because I'm putting in a party, you can get everything you just ordered and a lot more. And so I just think that's a really different perspective to take on. So if you have people that are saying, hey, I need a warmer and some bars, and you're putting in a party order, say, would you like to up the value of what you're getting? I have a free kit. It comes with a warmer, bars, everything that you want. I don't know if it's the same style that you want, but it'll be really cute either way. And then once you join, you can order all those things and actually make a commission off of it. So just a different perspective. And like Shonda said, always, if someone would be good, or they're on your heart, I can promise you that Scentsy has blessed every one of us that's on this training tonight. And it's not a burden. It's not a bother. I'm very thankful that I was offered the opportunity, and so I think you got to kind of get that mindset out of your head and just, if you're determined enough, you're going to hear a lot of no's. You're going to hear a lot of people, a lot of people will ignore you. And that's just part of the business. And so for me, and I've said this before, when I hear no, I'm like, all right, I'm working my business. If I haven't heard no in a while, it's probably because I'm not working my business as hard as I should. Is that what you said too? No? Daddy's home. I'm gonna turn it back over to Shonda or Kelsey real quick.
Pay them a compliment. Find something when you're talking to that person, find some reason that that person would be an asset to your team. What is it about that person that would make them a great consultant? Sometimes that's something as simple as them just being a great customer and loving Scentsy, and you can just say that to them, say, you're a great customer of mine and I love having you for a customer, but you obviously love Scentsy. Why not make some money off your own purchases? Just keep it simple like that. Or pay them a compliment and say, you're just such an outgoing person and people love to be around you. When you have parties, everyone wants to come, they all hope they get invited. When you pay someone a compliment like that, it's just inching you so much closer to getting them to join with you, because people like to know that they're well thought of and that they're appreciated and that they're somebody that people want to be around. So pay them compliments when you can.
Karma. I think Karma is a silent recruiter, and we never know when Karma's going to recruit someone, and she never tells us when she recruits someone. And then suddenly Karma earns level 3 of the last incentive, and we're like, where'd that come from? So I think maybe Karma needs to give a tip or two for recruiting.
Well, I kind of do what y'all just now were all talking about, but I have started something. I don't know if it's really new. It's just something that I've started doing. And whenever I try to book as many parties as I can. And as they're going through the party, I keep letting them know as they reach a different level, what their paycheck would be. And that's nothing new. A lot of people do that, but I had never done that before. So a lot of the times whenever they're doing a party and they'll send me orders, especially if it's a basket party or a book party, and I'll be entering the orders in as they go. I don't submit them, of course. We wait till the end to submit them unless it's an online order. But as they reach different levels, I'm like, okay, well, you're at such and such. This is how much you get free. This is how much you get half off. And if we flip this party to you, in addition to all of that, you're also going to get, $150 paycheck, whatever that paycheck is. Because sometimes if I would just tell them, oh, well, if you join, we can flip the party to you, I don't think they see the value in flipping the party. They just don't understand what that exactly entails. So whenever I'm writing it out in a message to them, or if I'm talking to them on the phone and I actually say, well, right now you're going to get, XYZ and free credit, XYZ and half price, and this much of a paycheck if we flip the party to you, that's really helped. Because the last girl that I recruited that helped me go over the ledge for level 3, she had always told me she didn't want to join. She works somewhere that I go frequently because she makes t-shirts for our businesses, and I pick them up, and she's always like, no, I just don't have time. And she was always ordering from me, and it was like $100 a month. And every time she would send me that order, I would try to flip her, and she wouldn't. But this last time she was doing a basket party, it reached she had like $950. And I'm like, you should really think about joining, because not only are you going to get all of this free and half price, but we'd flip this whole party to you, even the online orders that you have, because it's attached to this party. And then you're going to get this big of a paycheck. And so then whenever she joined and we was entering it all for me to flip the party, she was like, well, I'm at like 966. And you said if I reached 1,000, I make 25% commission instead of 20. And so I was like, yeah, I explained all that to her. So she added a few things that she had been wanting. She was like, I really don't have the money to, in a way, but I'm going to be making that plus some back if I'm making 25% instead of just 20. So she ended up buying a few things, and then whenever she joined, she automatically had her shooting star and her certified. So that's just what I've been doing to help me with recruiting, is to make sure they know that this is how much they would actually make by letting me flip this party to them if they joined. Amber just now said she got a PAWS order. Awesome. But yeah, so I don't know if that's really that big of a tip, but that's just what I've been doing and it's been working for me.
Ouch. I love it, Karma. That's a great idea too, just to run down and show them the commission on it. I don't know if I always do that. I usually just go with the like, hey, you know, you can get a free starter kit. But that's a good thing to say is, hey, free starter kit plus you make commission, X amount of commission off of your party and your order.
That's really made a difference for me because, like I said, whenever you tell them you could flip the party to them, I don't think some people understand what that means.
Yeah.
But if you write out exactly how much that means that they're going to make in money come payday, then they understand that, because everyone talks the language of money.
Amen to that. I know. I just got just when we were sitting here, I got a $200 order on my website. I don't know the
That's
girl.
awesome.
She ordered the Hogwarts, 2 of the Hogwarts collection bundles. So I'm like, I need to reach out to this girl and maybe get her to join my team. And she attached it to a party.
Well, see, she knows what she's doing. So
yeah, I could flip the party to her since she's
there you go.
half of the order right now of the party.
Yep.
So that's what I might wait till it's 8:30. I don't know. I may wait and do it tomorrow. I don't know. I might do it here in a minute too. What do you think, Sissy? Tonight or tomorrow? Huh? She's speechless now for the first time tonight. Look, she's getting stuck down in my bed. You're crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Shonda or Kelsey, do you guys have anything else to add?
Nope.
Do you have anything to add?
Yes.
Yes. What? Say I love you. Love you. Well, this has been awesome. Kelsey, thank you for all your recruiting tips. Karma, you too. Shonda, thank you for describing the incentive. I think everyone should know by now. Hey, I'm going to go in here. It's a pretty simple incentive. And I would say too, if you've got people underneath you, start messaging anyone that got a recruit in January. So it's something that I just put as a to-do on my to-do list, is to go through and message any team member that got a recruit in January and just say, hey, I don't know if you could do it for this month, January and February. I don't know if you know about the current incentive, but you're already way ahead of the game. You got a recruit in January. If you can just get them certified, you're going to earn one of the levels of the incentive, the first incentive since he threw out. So that might be something too. If you have any team members that have gotten recruits, just make sure that they're aware that, they can totally do this and earn this. So, and I'm going to go put her down for night. Okay. You want to go night? Okay. All right. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Say, I love
A
you.
whole screen tonight, y'all. I'm so glad everybody showed up. Look how
Yay, I know 38 people. I think that's the most we've had.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for getting on and spending time with us tonight.
Tag your peeps and bring them next week.
Yes. Yeah. Bring your people next week. I'm going to upload this to YouTube so you can rewatch it or send it to your team members, and then join us next Monday at 8 o'clock. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. No kisses. Oh, they have to go bye-bye.